Welcome back to the now named Pass the Vibes podcast, where we, on our last episode, I finally made a decision after 2 unnamed podcast episodes. So yeah, welcome back, or welcome to, if you're new, the Pass the Vibes podcast. I'm your host, J-Rod. I go by J-Rod. And then on the mic with me today, he normally goes by Zero. I'll do that for you every time. He normally goes by Zero as his artist name, but I guess he has just this ongoing bit at this point where he is a new surname or nickname every episode. So who's on the mic today?
Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy, the Galaxy, coming to you live from the Pass the Vibe studios. What's up?
The Galaxy.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I like it because anything like space related, Kid Cudi related, hell yeah. Yeah, so I actually accept that one. The past 3, I didn't care about. Smash Adams, the Easter Bunny. Oh no, the first one
I was just Zero.
You were zero. Yeah. But, so the last 2, I don't give a fuck about.
Bro, the last 2 were classic names.
Sure.
Every name I have.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, you're gonna say this every single time, but all right, whatever.
We also, since we're introducing you guys to the podcast, we also need to apologize for the audio for the past 3 episodes. After an extensive amount of time,
about an hour and a half,
toying around and fooling around with all the different audio settings.
Me.
Well, it's a collaborative effort, bro.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Anyway,
together, yeah. After fooling around with all the audio settings, it looks like we finally cracked the code, and hopefully this sounds loud and clear. All the tests seem to come back positive, but
that sounded weird. All the tests came back positive. What he means to say,
yeah.
I mean, what he means
go ahead.
All of the audio tests that we did came back clear. Actually, I think that's the same. That sounds just as bad.
Well, we tried this out a bunch of times.
Yeah, all of the testings, it worked.
Yeah, everything sounds clear. So we understand that the first 3 episodes that we did, there was a lot of crackling.
There's some crackling and pops that you're probably gonna hear. I mean, if you don't want to listen to them, so be it. I mean,
you should still listen to them.
You should still listen to them.
There's a lot of dope content on there. Yeah. You should definitely still listen.
Some building content, because I mean, even if you just jump on, this will be episode 4. Yeah, even if they were to just jump on this episode, there could be some stuff that they missed in why we do some things a certain way. So, I mean, we're still structuring. So, I mean, this is a good episode regardless.
Just like Lil Wayne said in the Carter 3, let the beat build. So we're letting this build. Classic joint. It's still very early for you guys to hop on the bandwagon. You know what I'm saying?
What?
It's still early. They could still hop on the
Oh,
bandwagon.
I thought you were talking about the bandwagon of that song. I'm like, that song's 12 years old now. I'm like, what?
No, we talking about the Pass the Vibes bandwagon that we're slowly building. Hopefully from here, though, at least the audio will be good. And we're going to continue to get better. We're learning each and every episode.
Yeah.
Building and whatnot. But
still trying to figure out like an intro line or whatever. I don't know. Like,
do we even need an intro, really?
No, I mean, but it's just something like catchy. Like, oh, that's what he says. Like at the start of it. Like it could. I'm not a catchy type person. I'm a fucking weirdo.
To the point where we can if we start making T-shirts and stuff, we can have that saying on the T-shirt.
Yeah. I mean,
merchandising.
You dream heavy, dude. I give you that.
Bro, we can have, if a phrase catches on, we can put it on shirts, hats, scarves.
Where does scarves come from?
Socks.
Okay, socks. Yeah, that's an acceptable form.
Bro, scarves.
Who puts writing on scarves?
Shout out to Serge Ibaka.
All right, whatever. But yeah, like having like an intro line, like it's probably something I'm not gonna have like a consistent thing, but it would be funny if I had one. Like I kind of did one in the first episode. Oh yeah, the first episode of our gameplay.
Which is now up and running.
Well, it will be. It's not posted, but it's recorded and ready to go. Yeah, I did kind of mention like how I would want to try to fuck around with the intro line, like, oh, this is your host who likes the coast, J-Rod, basic J. Yeah, I don't know how to make that flow because I feel like my nickname is so basic, but something in as like an intro could be like, remember I was talking about, oh, this is Pass the Vibe podcast where we kick it back.
Oh, yeah.
Kick it back, yada, yada. I still can't think of something. So, whatever. That's just going to be unnamed for, well, undetermined for a little bit. Yeah, until I figure that out.
Over here, we're all about whatever feels right, whatever feels natural.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, definitely natural. You know. Oh, like that. Remember I showed you that Lil Yachty video?
Oh yeah.
And then Drake's fucking
great video.
He had Oprah's bank account by Lil Yachty featuring Drake and DaBaby. There's a segment in the video where Drake is talking and being his like nerdy Canadian self, and not make it up, but he made up that it was a LSC. Yeah, he was like, yeah, you gotta maximize your LSC, it's your light skin capabilities, and I was like,
ultimate light skin.
Are you light skin? Do you think you qualify for light skin?
I don't think so.
No, because you're Spanish.
Yeah.
All right.
Would you consider yourself light skin?
No, I'm darker than you. I'm darker than you. No, I feel like I am. Yeah, I feel like I'm darker, especially in my face. Yeah, I'm a little bit tanner, a little more caramel.
But
yeah, he was like, oh, dude, I totally forgot the point that I was trying to. When he was like, oh, natural, and I was like, god damn, sometimes he's so corny, it's fucking awesome.
Drake bringing out the old acting skills.
I never watched Degrassi or Degrassi.
Neither did I.
I've always heard of it, and I remember his character, but I just never watched any episodes. But then when he came out, 09, or 08, 07. Shit, it might have been 06. 06, 07. That's when he had
the first mixtape was 06. Yeah. 07, he started getting the little buzz.
That's what it is. It was 06.
And that was I think late 08, he dropped So Far Gone, and 09 is when things just took off.
Yeah. 08 was when he was definitely on the scene. He was like, up in the air about signing with Young Money. I just remember hearing him on the Dedication 3 mixtape on the Get Like Me remix. Or Stuntin' is a Habit.
Yeah, Get Like Me. That's the name of the song.
I think it's like Stuntin' is a Habit, and then in parentheses Get Like Me, or the other way around. One of the two.
That was David Banner's song,
David Banner, Young Jock, and Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stuntin' is a Habit. Get Like Me. But yeah, that remix on Dedication, that was like one of my first favorite Lil Wayne songs, next to I Feel Like Dying.
I think my first real favorite Wayne song was Go DJ. Back from the Carter One days. I was a big fan of that joint.
Go DJ. No, that's my DJ.
Shout out to Manny Fresh for producing that beat.
What the Fresh.
Speaking of Manny Fresh, though, little segue.
Yeah.
So, the last couple episodes, we've been mentioning and hinting at talking about lockdown life because, as everybody knows, well, I don't know if we'll still be on lockdown by the time this episode airs. I mean, maybe not.
We might be, because they're estimating another month, and so right now we're recording. I don't care what.
April 18th.
April 18th. No, because normally some people don't like to reveal like, oh, we're recording ahead of time. I don't care.
Yeah.
This is how mainly podcast people do it. They record a ton of episodes, have it in like a library, and then release them periodically. Well, release them. Like weekly or some shit like that. But yeah, today is April 18th as of this recording. I'm hoping to get up these podcasts and the gameplays within the next couple of weeks. So before April ends, that'll be like the beginning of May, pretty much in 2 weeks. Yeah, it will be. So yeah, hopefully by like the beginning of May, you'll hear these, and I think we still most definitely will be. I mean, yeah. Because everyone knows the number's still going up, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, everyone knows the deal, what's going on. I don't need to say anything.
Yeah, so last couple episodes we've been hinting about like some of the things that we've been doing, but we want to delve a little bit further into that. So how do you want to just give them like what your normal day looks like?
Well, for starters, I mean, this podcast is one of them.
Yeah. No, we talked about this because I remember when you've had this idea to start this podcast and gaming channel up for a while now.
Yeah, that could go into.
Yeah, there's a whole story behind that. Yeah. But I remember, I think the first time you even mentioned it was probably almost 2 years ago.
Dude, it was a while ago.
And every time we'd link up, we'd always talk about it, like, yo, what's the status on it? And for the longest time, you just needed to get your equipment right.
I didn't even have any equipment.
Yeah, you didn't have any equipment. It was more so just like an idea. But slowly but surely, you started getting your equipment, started getting the whole thing set up. And we had been talking about doing this, like once the equipment was actually here, we'd been talking about doing this for a while, but it was just timing issues. you having to travel for work, me having to work, and now with us being quarantined on lockdown, quarantine. We actually found the time to actually sit back and record these episodes to get this thing going. Because at this point, we've recorded 4 in 2 weeks.
So, yeah, this is our 4th recording. And I think, 2 weeks ago was the first time, we did the first episode. So
it's been dope that we've been able to actually lock in and start banging these things out. This has been one of them. But tell them what a normal day for you looks like right now. And then I'll go after you.
So Monday through Friday, I have a regular desk, kind of like a desk job, where now since I'm working from home, I have to log on by like 8:30. I log and work at 5. I don't know why this is like hard to me to think about. It's every fucking day. 8 to 5, hour break in between, and so this is where like I've been developing a routine. So hop on a laptop, make coffee. I'll have YouTube playing in the background or music playing in the background. I need some type of background noise or I'll go stir crazy. So then when the break comes, so what I do, I go away status on everything for work. And then I have a routine of running for at least a mile or 2, depending on the weather. And then run back home, and then I have like a 20-minute, like kind of like a circuit training, like core workout that I do, because I'm not trying to come out of this like 30 pounds heavier, because right. I definitely could be. There was one weekend where I ate so much candy because I was just craving candy, and I ate all of my candy stash that I was trying to hold for at least 2 weeks. I ate it within 2 days. And then I remember checking my weight. I have the shittiest metabolism. I gained like 6 pounds in like 2 days.
Oh, wow.
Because my metabolism is horrible. But I work out for my lunch. I go back to work, watching more YouTube, whatever. And then after work, that's been the hardest part. But I kind of have a routine, which is now I try to cook something, so I'm not always trying to like order some shit from Grubhub or whatever. I cook myself something. I watch Netflix or Hulu or YouTube by myself. And I watch something, eat dinner, and then recently I've just been playing fucking Call of Duty Warzone or the regular multiplayer with the boys. Shout out Zamp, shout out my boy Tom, his cousin Alex, Bane. I played with Bane the other day.
Bane mentioned. Nick, shout out Bane.
Shout out Nick, DePaula,
Skater King. Shout out Nick,
Skater King in New Jersey. I don't know, his name just always sticks with me. Skater King in New Jersey.
One of the longest running names. He's had that name for forever, bro.
I mean, well, it's PlayStation. You have to.
Yeah.
But, and then I play Call of Duty for a little bit or whatever on PS4. And then I properly pass out on the couch because my ass never wants to sleep in my own bed. That's kind of expensive that for someone living alone, like paying for a bed and then it being it's relatively nice. I like my bed, but I don't sleep in it. I sleep on the couch or in my recording/office, recording room/office. I'll fucking fall asleep in here all the time.
The life of a quarantine bachelor, everybody.
Bachelor. That's a ASAP song from the Cozy Tapes. Mm-hmm. Did you ever listen to those?
I didn't.
All right, whatever. I'm not going to get into that. Always a music tangent. Other than that, I'll have a couple beers while I play Call of Duty. And that's Monday through Friday. And then now more recently, your boy Galaxy has been coming through on the weekend to get some of these recordings out. So that's been nice that I actually have some human interaction because I'm by myself probably 6 days out of the week.
Damn.
I might cry.
Don't do that on there, bro.
I'll cry one day. No, I'm not going to cry. I don't know.
So,
what about you? What are you doing?
All right, so
because you definitely have a little bit more interaction than I do.
So for me, my day-to-day life right now hasn't been altered as much as other people's might be. So I mentioned this on the pod before. I think I did. But I work 2 jobs. My full-time job is I'm a preschool teacher. So shout out to...
He's for the kids.
Yeah,
for the kids.
Shout out to all my preschoolers, man.
For the kids.
I love them kids. For real. I really do.
I hate kids. No,
So,
I'm joking.
So I'll be working that job throughout the regular school year, September through June. And then throughout the whole year, I also work part-time at Target. I work the closing shift a couple days out the week. So because the schools are closed right now, I'm not working in the morning time. Now, I love my job. I love my kids, but I am not a morning person. So
Nope.
If I don't have to be up in the morning, I will not be up in the morning. So I kind of look at this whole lockdown schedule right now kind of like a summertime schedule for me. With a few more restrictions.
You get to breathe no, actually, never mind. You get to breathe a little less, but I mean, you get to breathe a little bit in terms of like getting that time to rest.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. It's been lovely because
they're telling everyone not to breathe.
Yeah, I'm out here getting 8 to 9 hours of sleep every single day.
Fuck you.
And that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, sure.
So, how my normal day is right now, it'll be like, I normally go to bed around 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'll wake up anywhere from like 11:30 to 12:30 in the afternoon. Get up, go through my whole getting up process. I'll try and eat a banana or a Reese's peanut butter cup or something light.
Something very essential in the morning.
Bro,
yeah.
You need
Reese's, gummy bear, like you told me earlier.
Yeah.
Wild.
I try to eat just something light right now, like a banana, Reese's, maybe some strawberries, just so I could have some food in my system. I'll go downstairs in my basement. I'll do like a bunch of stretches for like 15 minutes.
You stretch for 15 minutes?
Bro, these old bones need stretching, bro.
I'm older. Shut up.
But it's part of the routine now, man. Like anytime I do anything active, play basketball, whatever, I have a whole routine for stretching. So I'll do stretches for like 15 minutes. Then I have a treadmill in my basement, so I'll hop on the treadmill, probably anywhere from like an hour to an hour 15 minutes. It'll be running and walking intervals for the first half hour, so then I'll keep on walking. Hopefully, I'm trying to slowly build myself up to the point where I could run a little bit more. But just like you said, I'm not trying to come out of this thing super fat. I'm already a little bit overweight right now. I knew I was overweight because... Are
you?
Yeah. No, bro, I hide it well. But I hide it well.
Yo, I hide mine. People think you're so skinny because like they look at my arms and shit.
Yo, once this shirt comes off...
Bro, same.
I see a big pouch. A big pouch.
Doughboy?
Yeah, straight doughboy. So, I knew I was out of the way too because my boy Kyrie had tagged me in this push-up challenge on IG.
I tagged you too.
All right, so I'm going to say this right now because I haven't told you this. After Kyrie tagged me, I made a video and I tagged you.
Did you?
Before you tagged me.
I never saw your video then.
Yo, I definitely tagged you. I will show you proof of this once we get off.
I would have got the notification.
That's
the weird thing.
I swear I tagged you.
I saw, because the challenge I got was from the Masons. Shout out the Masons. Adorable couple. But yeah, they challenged me. And I got the notification right away, and I was like, "Okay, I'll do it tomorrow."
Yo, you probably were half asleep or something,
bro.
Yo, I definitely tagged. You were like one of the first people I tagged.
Did you post? No,
I posted this to my story, bro.
I would remember that,
bro. I posted this to my story. Anyway. Kyrie tagged me, and I was like, "Damn, I couldn't do those push-ups, bro. It was a struggle to do those push-ups." And I'll show you the video. My form, I ended up posting it just because I don't like turning down challenges.
Damn, I'm mad I missed it.
But that form I had, bro, I had my friends DMing me being like, bro, like, what are those? Like, what the hell are you doing? Like, I had at least probably like 2 to 3 people asking me what the hell I was doing in these videos. And I'm like, yo, I'm doing push-ups. They're like, man, those were not push-ups.
See, I would remember this. And because I would have been one of the people that told you, like, yo, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'll show you after we're done this.
So there's definitely you either, like, tagged the wrong Justin.
No, bro, I tagged the right account, bro.
Oh, you can go into your archives and show me.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
We'll do that later.
But I was trying to do those push-ups. I was like, damn, I'm out of shape right now. So, I've always been trying to stay active and whatnot.
Yeah, are.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a pretty active guy, but I also am not the best eater too. No, I'm not the healthiest eater.
Yeah, what you just referenced, what you like to eat in the breakfast, definitely shows.
Like a couple hours ago, I came through with a bag of Wendy's. Last night I had some chicken wings.
Same.
So
shout out. No, never mind. I'm not shouting out. I'm not saying their name. Nope.
Gave my man the runs a little bit.
It definitely wasn't.
Huh?
It definitely wasn't. It just upset my stomach.
Oh, all right. Yeah, but yeah, I knew I needed to lose weight, and I figured like, what better time than now? I have a treadmill in my basement. I have the time. I might as well be consistent with it. So I'll put some time in on the treadmill. I'll take a shower. I'll eat something for lunch. My mom's been home, so she's been cooking a lot lately. Shout out to my mom. Every once in a while, we'll get something to eat, but I've been getting a lot of home-cooked meals. Healthier home-cooked meals at that, too, which is nice. Help me stay consistent with the weight loss thing.
Bro, you're Spanish. Everything's rice.
No, stop, bro. Stop right there, bro.
What do you mean stop? That's happened, like, that's my Spanish side. Everything is rice-based.
Bro, we don't eat rice all the time.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Okay.
Look, at least a couple of times a week it makes appearances for some meals. Don't get it twisted. We love our rice.
No, the only thing I'm saying about I'm not clowning on rice. I love rice. I don't eat it right now because of the stupid diet that I'm on. But I'm just saying a lot of rice in your diet, and if your body can't handle a lot of carbs, that could definitely that contributes to your weight gain.
Yeah, I eat rice a couple of times a week, but it's not for every meal.
I wish I eat cauliflower rice. The fucking healthy shit.
So I'll eat my lunch. I'll take a shower, eat lunch. If it's a nice day outside, I'll go outside and walk around Pennsauken for a little bit.
You wear a mask?
Nah, I don't wear a mask to walk around.
Thank you.
Only
you're not a psychopath.
Yeah, I'm not getting crazy with that.
Like you can do the whole social distancing, like staying 6 feet away from someone.
It's crazy too, bro.
I do that when I run because it's weird. I'll be running towards someone. They'll be on a bike. They'll go on the other side of the road, or a family will be walking down the street. They will stop and wait for me to like go by. I'm like, this shit is. It's just little things like that. Just kind of confirm the reality of what today is.
See, like in my area, I feel like everyone's outside because
same here.
There are limited things to what we can do right now, and people still want some fresh air and whatnot. So if it's a nice day out, because the weather is getting nicer, everyone's going outside.
It's nice right now. I'm kind of mad.
I'll be out going for a walk. Then I'll hop on YouTube, and when I was saying how speaking of Manny Fresh, talking about this, the versus battles, bro. Our whole last episode was a whole breakdown of T-Pain versus Lil Jon. I've referenced it a few times.
Yeah.
I didn't start watching these right away, but they have been the most entertaining thing to watch. They've reminded me of a lot of classic joints I forgot about. Yeah. I've discovered some new songs through there that I didn't know before. I love the back and forth between that some of these guys have while watching them. And I'm not watching them live, so I'm going on YouTube and everything. So those have been super entertaining. Watching Quarantine Radio, of course, whenever my man Tory Lanez is on.
Yeah, we know why you watch that.
Come on, bro. Stop it. Then I'll eat some dinner, and then I'll hit the treadmill again at nighttime for a second session. And then a couple days a week I also work at Target, so when I do work, that schedule alters a little bit. I normally don't hit the treadmill. Sometimes I'll hit the treadmill in the morning, sometimes I won't. I'll work a shift at Target.
Yeah, you'll probably get your steps in at work, though.
Yeah, for sure. And that's, of course, there are a couple other things I do every now and then. I'll be drawing a little bit. I drew some prototype artwork for the Passive Vibes podcast, which is really dope. Really dope.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
I never clowned it. Don't look at me like I clowned it. I just said exactly what I asked you to do happened. Because I could not think of anything for a logo. I really couldn't. Like, I didn't even have a colorway. And then I know you like to draw because you've done it in the past. And I'm like, oh, maybe he can just draw whatever comes to his mind because, like, it's easier for, like, people, like, artists. You know what I'm saying? So I asked you to draw whatever came to mind. Just confirm the lettering. And that was it. I said, go for it. And everything that you did, it looked good. And I'm just like, okay, now I know what I want to try to do. And of course I'll show it to you. And go back and forth. So yeah, I know what I want to do. I know the colorway. I know the theme. So yeah, that'll obviously be done once all of these get posted because I can't post, this podcast anywhere without artwork.
We've both been keeping busy, and then like you said, on weekends we've been locking in recording these episodes. So
and now we're doing gameplays. I got that all figured out and situated.
So it hasn't been that bad, man. Like, there's been some people, judging on social media sometimes, people are going insane or saying they're going insane based off the fact that they can't go out. But, you got to make the best of your situation that you're in, man. Like, I've also been able to do things that I haven't normally done. I cleaned my room for the first time in who knows how long. I cleaned the basement. I, reorganized. I discovered some things that I completely lost.
Like weird things?
Not really, So, for me, I'm one of those people that I don't always open my packages right away when I order stuff off Amazon and whatnot.
What the fuck is your problem?
Yeah, bro. I'm in the weird minority when it comes to that. I find joy in shopping, but sometimes I'll just be like...
I like to let my packages wait.
Hey, man, it is what it is sometimes, bro. But, I had, my packages building up, then I'll open up. I'm like, damn, I forgot I ordered this, and just discovered some things like that.
How long are we talking?
Bro, some of them packages had been sitting there for a hot minute.
Like months?
Yeah.
Was it something important?
Nah. They're like little Funko Pops and stuff.
Oh, okay. All right. So they're like gifts.
One thing though is I discovered my Usher cologne, bro. So shout out to Usher cologne. I think it's called UR. He has 4 different ones. Bro.
Oh no, I got the UR one, the black bottle with the silver top.
That was the first one I used. That's what put me on to Usher cologne.
The U. I have that one.
I've got nothing but compliments for all of the colognes that I've worn of his. But he has the UR by Usher, which is the black bottle.
Yeah.
He has it's just called Usher by Usher, which is a silver bottle.
Usher.
He has VIP, which is the gold bottle.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
I went through all 3 of those during over the past 5 years, and recently he came out with I cannot remember the name of it, but this one's in a white bottle. So I'd ordered that off Amazon. I was wondering, looking around for it. I found it in one of my packages. So that was a good find.
You probably wanted to use that for last summer.
No. Because okay. I go through I finished the cologne all the way to the last spray, and then I'll go on to the next one.
You'll be dabbing it on your neck to get it out, right?
Bro, I use a lot of cologne. When I go out, it's probably 3 sprays on the one side of my neck, 3 on the other. Yeah. I'll put it on my hands. Hey, man.
Damn.
Bro, but no one ever says it's overbearing though.
That's the weird thing, because I've never said it.
Yeah, everyone who I've been around, it always seems to be
a good amount. Do they compliment it though?
Yes.
Okay.
Bro, I've gotten so many compliments off my Usher cologne.
He's gotten so many hickeys. No, I'm kidding.
Nah. I'll give them. I don't get them though. I don't like getting them.
Excuse me now?
I said I'll give them, but I don't.
You'll give. I need you to confirm what you're giving.
Hickeys.
Jesus Christ.
It's never
You're
with
a child.
Bro, listen.
Only children do that.
Dog, listen, it's never with the intention. If it happens,
you do it by mistake.
Hey man, you know what I'm saying? If you be locked in the moment, bro, it's just it happens sometimes.
I'm so glad you said this here. Oh, I'm so good.
Look, all the listeners know, bro. Sometimes it just happens. I don't have the intention of marking you up.
Okay,
but
fine.
It just tends to happen sometimes.
I'm not gonna clown you anymore. I mean, you dug this hole, so.
You be in the moment, and then you just you know what I'm saying.
Sure, and then you bite the chick.
No, I don't bite. I don't bite, bro.
I'm kidding.
Anyway.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Anyway, going back to what I was saying. Shout out to Usher cologne. Usher has always come through for me. Like I said last episode, I think my favorite R&B singer.
Yeah.
Favorite album of all time comes from Usher.
These are my confessions.
Usher always comes through for me, man. Shout out to Usher.
You want to say it again?
Shout out to Usher.
All right, there we go. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, we
need to see Usher on the battle. Someone mentioned that Usher and Chris Brown need to do a versus, which I think would be really good.
That'd be cool.
It looks like Jermaine Dupri and Diddy might be in the works, which I'm super excited about.
That'll be a good one.
As of this recording, Teddy Riley and Babyface, like I was telling you earlier, they're going to do a versus tonight, which will be really dope for all the old school R&B fans like myself out there.
Yeah. New Jack Swing.
The New Jack Swing era is classic, bro. So many classic records came from there. That's straight up my alley.
But yeah. That's what lockdown's been like for a little. Yeah, it's been about a month.
Yeah.
A little over. Yeah, just about a month because.
Let me ask you this. Is there anything that you're really missing right now that you haven't been able to do? Outside of seeing your friends? Because
the gym.
The gym?
Right. It was a big stress reliever. I would love the gym because it's, number one, you're just walking into an environment where everyone's focused. Like you can feel that energy. Like, yeah, there are people there like with friends or whatnot, but there's just an energy that like I'm not like a gym freak at all. Because if I was, I would have that body, and I don't in any shape or form. But I just love going to the gym where there's like an overall goal to be healthy. That's all I want to do. I just want to be healthy. But yeah, I miss the gym, the vibes that the gym gets. What else do I miss? I miss walking around the mall.
Any one in particular? Cherry Hill, Morristown? Deptford.
What I would really like to, like the first mall I would like to go back to just to explore is the Deptford Mall. I went to the Deptford Mall maybe one time, and I went to one store.
Ever?
Yeah.
What?
Dude, yeah.
Bro, that's crazy.
When I was living in Audubon, not Audubon, Germany, Audubon, New Jersey, Audubon was like 15 minutes away from the Deptford Mall, and the only reason why I went there was because I was looking for a certain size khakis, and that sounded super, super lame. I should have said like some jeans or some chinos. I just said khakis.
Yo, my mind is blown that you've only been to Deptford Mall once.
One time. So I went there because I was looking for a certain pair of chinos, and I saw that their Express had them. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to go to this Express and pick them up. And I kind of beelined it. You know, I was looking around a little bit from where I parked, and it was dead heat Christmas season. So my mind state during that time was get in and out. Fuck it. I'm not trying to deal with people on the road, people in the mall. I miss Christmas season too. Anyway. Oh my God. Just think how Christmas season is going to be this year. Everyone's going to be wearing masks, bro.
It's going to be chaotic.
Everyone's going to be wearing masks. I wonder if that's going to be like a funny gift Christmas. Yeah, it's probably going to be like a gag Christmas gift for everybody. The most popular one. Anyway, I went there. I pretty much beelined it to Express, got the pants, left. And yeah, I remember leaving. I'm like, damn, I kind of want to like check everything else out. Excuse me. Because like I just saw just so much, like just going down the corridor. And yeah, that's a mall that would probably be like the first mall that I would go back to.
See, I think Deptford Mall is underrated.
Because it's in the cut.
Well, I'm always at Cherry Hill just because
it's right there.
Yeah, it's right there. It's
Morristown's right there for me.
But Deptford Mall has a lot of stores, bro. I don't go there that often, but when I do, it's like I definitely look around.
It's like a fun time.
Yeah.
It looks like a fun time.
See, for me, the one thing I'm really missing right now is just basketball. Just in general,
yeah,
bro.
Basketball. Not the watch, to play, to watch, whatever.
Everything, bro. Like, right now with the weather being nice, I really would love to be on the court. I crave it sometimes because it's like just listen. I have a playlist. Like,
yeah, I remember you cried about it.
Huh?
I remember you cried about it.
Nah, I didn't cry about it, bro.
All right.
But I name dropped it in the last episode. But my boy Kyrie, me and him will be going 1-on-1 all the time on the courts. Whether it's him, my boy Will playing 1-on-1 with him, or us just all running a 3-on-3, whatever, bro. I just miss being on the courts. I miss having the speaker on, putting on the playlist, and just hooping. Oh man, especially once the weather starts getting nice, the sun coming out.
It's perfect.
Bro, I'm
it's
really
lighter.
fiending
There's
to
more
play
light.
Basketball. I can't wait to play basketball.
Because like right now, like during like summer days, like you could play basketball with like daylight up until like 8:39, dude. Bro, it's perfect. I used to do that all the time in high school.
Being on the court in spring and summer is a whole vibe in itself. The best time. Yeah.
Fall time too. I love fall
time.
Wear a hoodie. I love wearing hoodies and balling.
I'll ball as long as it's not wintertime. I don't ball that much.
I don't think anyone does.
There are some people that will ball in the wintertime.
Depending if it's just like chilly weather, they'll put on some Under Armour gear.
If it's cold, I'm not balling. But any other time, spring, summer, fall, I'm out there. Also, I miss watching basketball, bro. Yeah. The NBA season was going so good.
Yeah.
The playoffs were looking to be amazing. So many contenders. And for the whole season to just be put on pause, even if they do bring it back and they play in an empty arena, it's not going to be the same. Of course, I'm going to watch it because I'm a fan, but like there is a certain type of just energy you get from hearing the crowd go crazy after crazy shots being made after a comeback. I was looking forward to going to some Sixers games for the playoffs. I just miss basketball, bro.
True.
I cannot wait till it comes back.
Yeah, it's sad, and that's kind of been like the most interesting thing that I thought about when this was all going down. Like I'm like, damn, how are these seasons just gonna go like from here on out? Like they're all saying like it's suspended. Like at this point, it should just be like it's over.
Well,
like
the thing is, though,
I don't know how they're gonna incorporate like where you were at last February, and then like I don't know if they're gonna. I mean, they have smart people, obviously, who work with the NBA corporation. So, I mean, they could figure something out. It'll probably be weird and not make sense to the general public, but we probably wouldn't care at that point. We just want it back. But I've always just been thinking, like, how are they going to bring these sports back? Like the WNBA, that season's just been officially canceled.
Right.
Like the Stanley Cup, like the hockey playoffs, they were about to start. NBA playoffs, they were about to start. March Madness got canceled. That's just over. They still did the NFL draft, didn't they?
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, I didn't watch it, but like, how are these people going to practice? Well, I know that they're all like doing their own like home practicing and whatnot just to try to stay active. Well,
the thing is, like with the NBA players, I'm sure that there are some guys that have their own home gyms.
Yo, no, all of
everyone's
the NBA
on the
guys.
Same salary though.
The NBA, yeah.
And like I was watching an interview with Ernie Johnson and Damian Lillard. And Dame was saying...
Dame Dollar.
Yeah, shout out to Dame Dollar, one of my favorite players.
Dame Dollar.
Dame was saying he has a hoop in his backyard. He says he'll shoot around sometimes, but they don't have access to the coaches. They don't have access to anything.
So athletic trainers, nothing.
So he was saying that if the season did start up again, like the players themselves have decided like we would need at least a week or so just to train and get ready. And then they don't want to go straight into the playoffs either. They want to actually play out the remaining games. The thing with the NBA, though, is like they've been saying for a while now that they want to shorten the season. So they go from like 82 games to like 60 games, for example.
That makes sense.
So they were saying that if they do start up again,
they might
like
do
whenever
that.
in the summertime, the season will get extended longer, but then it'll start later, and then that'll be like just a common thing every year that they'll probably start in like December instead of starting in October like they do now. But I think that I don't know. I think everyone has a hard time of just like throwing away everything that they've already done this season. Like they want to have a champion crown, and regardless of who wins, they're gonna have an asterisk by their name. They're gonna say like, "Oh, this wasn't a full season." Or
people were saying like they're just gonna crown the person, like the team who has the highest win percentage.
Yeah,
which would be dumb. Yeah,
I don't even think
I don't want them to crown anybody. They should just do this like an NBA lockout. Like where they just put an asterisk, like they didn't play that season. Like no champion was crowned that season. They do that on the. I learned recently they do that on the Stanley Cup. Like they put like an asterisk, like they had a lockout season where they just didn't play, and like it's noted on that year on the Stanley Cup. I believe on the Stanley Cup.
Of all the NBA seasons, though, man, this one has just been the craziest NBA season.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, that's why like whenever I talk about the NBA, I just get sad. Yeah.
We all know what happened.
Yeah, so it's.
But just like to go based off of that though, it's like after that happened,
everything went downhill.
But like you saw all the players take it to another level.
Yeah.
You start seeing these 50-point performances every single night.
Yeah.
And the players who were directly like closer
to him,
to Mamba, you know what I'm saying? They all started going extra hard. And plus, it's like, did you watch the All-Star game?
No, I couldn't. I couldn't get myself to watch it.
Well, I watched the All-Star game, bro. Yeah. That was the best All-Star game I've ever seen. And at first I was like, maybe I'm just a prisoner of the moment. But then I really sat back and thought about all the All-Star games I've watched over the years. Super competitive. It was amazing. I just felt like the season was going on this trajectory.
Yeah.
That it was just like, man, these playoffs are going to be incredible. Like, is it going to be the Lakers? Is it going to be the Clippers? Is it going to be a surprise team? Houston started balling out with their whole small ball lineup. You had 4 teams competing for the 8th spot. Like,
yeah, it's
my Sixers, of course. You know, even though we weren't having, our season has been tumultuous.
You guys were like going on and like spiraling at that point. Like,
we weren't gonna drop anywhere lower than 5 because we're in the Eastern Conference. Yeah. But whole tumultuous season. But I really felt like we were. Yeah, once the playoffs hit, we were
something
gonna
would
be
happen.
All right.
Maybe. Yeah. You know,
Miami Heat being a surprise team. There were just so many good storylines, bro. And it's like, as a fan of the league, it's like you hate to see it.
Yeah, I'm just a fan of the game, and then just, you know, after that happening, after his passing, it literally felt like the world went to shit.
No, like, for real.
Like, yeah, like the COVID, that was like being, you know, touched upon like December. Like you heard about it over in, you know, empty, you know, cities in China because of what was going on, and then obviously they tried to take the precautions at that point to try to, you know, stop it, but it was just inevitable in my opinion. Yeah, so that was literally like after his passing, that's when just everything just exploded. Like the whole, like Well, during that time, there was like the whole World War III. Like there was all those memes about
that.
That
had me shook for a second.
Really?
I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh, I'm fine.
See, I instantly went ahead and started looking up like what age,
Well, look at you, like how can I get out of it?
Yeah, I was like, man, how old do you have to be? Like, what's the prime age group to get drafted? They said anywhere like 18 to 25. I'm like, phew.
Look at you. You're so. No, I wasn't shook at all because I knew it wasn't gonna happen. And then that's when after the beginning of February, it was just a ticking time bomb, and that's when we started finding those few cases in California and
Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle, Boston, and then New York.
The thing is, though, man, nobody took this whole thing seriously at first. It was kind of just like...
People still aren't.
Well, it's that's China's problem. That's something that... when all this was announced in December, the rest of the world was like, man, that's just China's issue.
Yeah. And I mean, we don't get political or anything like that.
Yeah. That's we don't do politics over here.
That's just our opinion.
But it's just once... Yeah, like you said, once the first few cases started sprouting, there was no way to contain it at
it's
that
inevitable.
Point.
We're...
what we're experiencing right now is what's going to be written in history books.
Yeah.
Just like the Great Depression, the Civil Rights Movement, the World Wars. These are historic moments that altered everybody's day-to-day life and altered history. It took years for things to go back to normal or whatever after these events took place. And we're living in that right now, bro. Nobody really knows how things are going to be. Once they end up reopening... or taking us off lockdown.
Yeah.
Things aren't instantly going to go back to being how they are.
Not at all.
Movie theaters, bowling alleys, they're going to have a limit.
There's going to be
restrictions.
It was funny. I didn't read this article, but as I was browsing through the news outlets online, I saw one article pop up. I just read the headline. I forgot who it was from, but it was social distancing might need to be might need to keep happening until 2022. I looked at that and I was just like, oh my God, I'm not even gonna bother reading into why. But it was just something that it made me laugh a little bit because is it a possibility? Probably. But I didn't want to read it and get myself depressed.
What's crazy about this though is the minute, and we were talking about this off air, but the minute that they take away the guidelines and the restrictions and they say go free, everyone is going to go crazy, bro. No matter where you go, everywhere's going to be packed. Because even if you're a homebody, you're going outside. You're going to see everybody at every park, every bowling alley, every movie theater, every club, every bar.
And it's so funny, now you think about those places as, disgusting. Everyone's going to be like, oh, you're going to a club? There's
I don't think so, man.
No, people are going to be there's so many germs there.
I think everyone's going to go out.
Oh, no, they're going to go wild. No. That's no question. But it's just funny how everyone's perspective is going to be not, it's not going to restrict them from going, but it's kind of just going to make them think real quick. Or oh, the club, oh man, whatever. I'll just wash my hands.
I will say this, this whole thing happening has made us just cleaner in general, whether we're that type of way or not. It's made everyone just act cleaner.
See, I'm on the other side of that thinking, or that way of thinking. Going through this has just made me realize how disgusting humanity is. Because I'm a little OCD, so when it comes to restricting myself from touching my face, washing my hands whenever I walk in my house or just I do something, even if I'm just touching or washing dishes or shit like that, I'm always there's this automatic prompt to always wash my hands, and then not touching your face, yada yada yada, and with all of these kind of precautions, now it's just I was just it just makes you realize how dirty people are, and kind of you're just whatever, germs are germs, but it's something to experience this now and be whoa, to be on the lookout of any type of just any type of sickness, even if you just get even if your allergies acting up mine, now you're just gonna be yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, bro. You can't cough in public these days.
Oh,
cough, you're gonna get.
There's a tweet by this comedian named Theo Von when this all started about make sure you cough in your elbow and you wear a mask or whatever. This comedian Theo Von, he tweeted out, he was man, coughing is the new N-word.
Damn.
But I thought about it, I'm like, yo, that's kind of true. Because, like, yeah, anyone says the N-word in public, you're going to be looked at like, what the fuck did you just say? And now it's like you cough in public. Everyone's going, what the fuck was it? Do you have it? Like, get mad at you.
Nah, bro. No lie. A couple weeks ago, I was working at Target. I don't think I told this story on air.
I don't know.
So, a couple weeks ago, I was working at Target. And there was one dude that was there with his son. Now, we're about to close. I'm over here just working stuff out in the Easter section, putting some candy out. All of a sudden, I hear...
Oh, God.
So, most of the times... someone's coughing, unless they're coughing in your face, you really don't care. You care less. You're not really paying much mind to it.
Yeah,
but like right now, right now, and I'm just like, damn, that's not a subtle cough either.
Yeah,
my man's over there like really coughing his lungs out.
Like you got something.
So I look over at him and he just like sitting there like touching the Hot Wheels and everything. I start grilling him, bro, and I'm just like, all right, let me not look at him. Then I walk away. Then all of a sudden,
like you get mad.
All of a sudden, like, yo, bro, I walk over to where he was at because he had moved. And I just like start grilling him. I'm just like, man, do I want to say something to him? I'm like, either way, he's already here. It's not gonna stop him from doing anything.
Yeah, he'll probably cough on you. That's like the new gun.
Yeah, for real, bro.
You could sneeze on someone and they probably lose their mind.
Do you hear about the dude from Wegmans a couple weeks ago?
What was he like coughing on everything?
So there was one guy that went into Wegmans. This is before it got really, really bad. Probably like around the start of everything.
Yeah.
And he asked one of the Wegmans employees if they had something in stock. And she was like, sorry, we don't have that in stock right now. So the dude started coughing on her just because he was angry. And then he says, I have coronavirus. So the girl ended up informing her manager or something. They called the cops. My man got arrested.
I think I heard about this, actually.
I think he's being charged with...
attempted murder?
Attempted murder. Bro, this is a deadly... Because it's a potentially deadly virus.
Yeah, potentially. Wow.
So he's being charged for attempted murder.
That's
just
a
for
new
being
gun,
an idiot,
man.
Bro.
Yo, fucking run your shit. What are you going to do? Fucking sneeze on you.
Yeah, it's wild, man.
Yeah, it's serious.
So with that dude, I was like, you know what, man? I don't know these capable. I ain't going to say anything. I do get smart with guests every now and then, bro.
It's fun to do that.
But the thing with me, though, is like when we first started working at Toys R Us, that was like my first job. It's like you're kind of just like wide-eyed. You're learning everything. You're scared to really like
be yourself.
Or even like if someone says something to you, they always tell you like, all right, always please the customer. But then like after having years in this game, it's kind of like whatever energy you give me, I'm gonna give back to you.
I was like that day one.
Like there are times where I'll say that like I'll be kind of annoyed sometimes. Like if there's a lot to do, a guest will come ask me for help, and it's like I may respond to him sometimes like yeah, what you need, and it's like
I'll sound nice.
I'll feel bad about that sometimes. I'm like, all right, they're not doing anything but asking for help. But then other times, guests will come at you like super disrespectful. So it's like, yo, like, y'all can't talk to us however the hell you want just because.
You're the customer.
Yeah, because you're the customer. So it's like if you're gonna come at me a certain type of way, I'm gonna give you that same energy back. So that's just how it is right now with me.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's just funny. Like I did the same thing at the grocery store a couple weeks ago. The line was kind of long, but I expected that. But there was a lady in front of me she coughed in her elbow. But at the same time, like, I just gave her, like, the death stare. Like, as I was, like, behind her, I'm like, yo, we're all kind of close right now. You should have tried to hold that one in, son. Don't do that shit. Yeah, at that point, people weren't wearing masks. Because now, like, a lot of establishments, like, we saw that. No,
I think it's law now. Like, in order to go inside of an establishment, you need to have a mask on.
Dope, dude. I can't wait till I get my new mask that I ordered. So
you got a custom one?
Well, it's merch, but it's a legit like face mask. So there's this podcast that I watch, Your Mom's House with Tom Segura, Christina Pajinski. Shout out to Your Mom's House fans. I love Your Mom's House, but they have new merch out, and they have like a lot of like inside jokes if you've been a long time listener.
Yeah.
So they have this one mask. It says, I'm not even gonna explain the jokes here because it's a long story. It's black, and on the front of it, it's I'm following Proto, and it's a line that this guy used to say, but it kind of lines up with like, oh, I'm following protocol by wearing this mask right now, and then it has like the YMH logo. I can't wait for that to come in. So
many people are capitalizing off the mask movement right
100%. Like, that's a huge marketing scheme right now.
Anyone who isn't like, you
my
need to
company
go ahead
might
and make
do
some
it.
Merch.
I might do it. I might reach out to our vendor and make some promo items, face masks. That'd be sick.
Bro, that's like obviously it's the hottest commodity right now.
My new boss probably won't let me do that. Never mind.
Damn.
Yeah, times are rough, man. But speaking of other people's podcasts, and I am a huge fan of podcasts. I have probably close to 20 different podcasts. Yeah, it's a lot. See, I can name at least 10, but I know that I listen to more.
I'm at like 4, and dude, I listen to them like sporadically.
Yeah. No, I listen. No, I don't listen to them all weekly because that's a lot to keep up with. I'll say that I have like 10 max that I listen to, about 10. But yeah, I mentioned it earlier, like doing this podcast helps pass the time during lockdown life. And I wanted to go into like how it all came about, like this whole idea of doing a podcast and the gameplay recordings. So like you mentioned in your story earlier, I think it was like 2-3 years ago. You know what? I want to say it was 4 years ago. So I was still living at home. It was my last year in Rutgers because this one game, Destiny. No. Shit, it might be earlier than that. You know what? I'm going to stick with 2016. So I was still at home, about to graduate, and I remember Ralph. So shout out Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph. I was always playing PS4 with him, like after school, after work, whatever. And we were playing this one game called Resident Evil Revelations 2. Spin-off of the Resident Evil series. And we were playing that co-op online, and for some strange reason, like there were just so many different funny bits that were happening in the game, like weird glitches or like the how the characters function, and like the game was just funny in itself. And I remember this one part where he was like this big soldier guy, and he had to protect this like little girl who had like psychic powers, and you can like co-op. One person can be the soldier, the other one can be a little girl. So I was like, fuck it, I'll be the little girl, I don't care. And I was like, Ralph's good with shooting anyway. So as the little girl, you had to like follow him around, and you didn't have anything to defend yourself. You had to sit with the soldier all the time, walking through like a deserted mansion, whatever spookiness that game tried. It wasn't scary at all. But my only defense was I can point at people. And so the little girl would be like, there, over there, over there. So, and then it would like mark the enemy for Ralph to see, because like I can see through walls and shit, or it was something weird.
Yeah.
But the motion that little girl kept making to point out people, for some reason, was the funniest thing. I could not stop laughing. And then I'm like, damn, I wish I could record this. I remember telling him that. I'm like, dude, I think I might want to do a gameplay channel. And he was like, yo, dude, you should do that. And at the time, yeah, we just, like, the PS4s were still relatively new, and they have the feature where you can record, like, the last 15 minutes to, like, a half an hour, or however long you want, of a gameplay, just by hitting one button. And I was like, fuck, yeah, I'm going to start doing that, like, with you, dude. Like, whenever we do our gameplays, or we play together, like, Destiny, or we can do Resident Evil, and just hit the record button. It's so easy. Like, I won't even have to, like, edit it or anything like that. And that's when it first started, and I was like, I'm going to do this. And then it never happened. So, but then I kept talking about it through 2016. And 2016 is when I moved out with my old roommate, Tom. I moved into his place. Kept talking about it. And I know that in the back of my mind, I had to put it on hold because the job I was at sucked ass. And even though like I made like the money to kind of invest a little bit of money into this, like I could have done it even back then. I knew that in my mind, like, number one, I don't want to do it while I work here. And two, I want to do it in my own space. So I was still living with Tom.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to get my own place, set it up as like a little office or whatever, studio recording, and do it like that. So I moved out to my first place, still had the idea, still wanted to do it. I would tell Ralph all the time, like, dude, we got to do it. But at the same time, he had his second boy. So I'm like, fuck, it's not going to happen with him anymore.
Family life.
Family. But no, yeah, his kids are hilarious. And so I was like, yeah, I'm not going to bother him. Like he has a wife and kids. Like I'm not going to bother them out of their daily life. I'm a lonely loser. But, I kept wanting to do it. I still had it on my mind. But I knew the first place I didn't want to do it there. It was too echoey because I had like wood floors. So I got out of there, and then the second place, the Audubon place. Did you ever come there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Dude, that place was a blur to me, like living there. But anyway, so much happened there. But yeah, I thought about doing it there, but I hated where I lived. Like, I got over that complex within like 6 months. I'm like, fuck this place. Yeah, it was bigger than the first place, but I hated the complex. And I didn't feel comfortable doing it there. And then, yeah, now, I moved 2019 to where I'm at now. And I got lucky with, it was a 1-bedroom with a quote-unquote den. But when the lady showed me this den, I was like, this is another room. She's like, yeah, but we listed as a den, so it's more appealing. And I was like, you got my attention. So I looked at some other places, and I'm like, dude, I kind of want this. I like this den because it has a door. It closes. All the other dens that I was looking at, that, you know, the 1-bedrooms with dens, it was kind of like a little open cove, like a space. They were nice.
Right.
But the room sold me. Like, the fact that it was its own room, closet and shit, dude. I'm like, people could sleep here if they want to. Yeah, so chose this place, and then I knew for a fact I needed to get this equipment. So yeah, from starting in like the fall of last year, like October, that's when I was buying piece by piece every month, recording device for the gameplay, microphones for the podcast. Well, the main reason, I didn't even say that. So back up a little bit, the whole podcast idea, I think that started with you. I think that was like my initial idea, was to start it with you, because like me and this motherfucker used to sit in parking lots till like 2 a.m. talking about God knows what.
It was always about whatever.
Dude, it was whatever happening.
Bro. We would talk about girls. God. We would talk about music.
We don't talk about girls. No, I'm kidding.
We would talk about everything, bro. Yeah. We ain't talk about girls.
It would mainly just be, it was something, it would spawn off of whatever happened at Toys R Us that day, and then we would just go into a fucking rabbit hole. Or sometimes end up at Taco Bell. Worse.
Bro, them Taco Bell runs.
Because we would sit in that parking lot and talk, dude.
Yeah, bro. Them Taco Bell runs were legendary.
Yeah. So
that Toys R Us parking lot in general was legendary, with how many conversations were had.
Well, yeah.
I spent so much time in that parking lot with different people, bro, just kicking it.
Because towards the end of it, I wasn't closing anymore, so... It would normally be closing parking lot talks.
Towards the end of it, those talks really didn't happen that much. Because the group of people that we had,
because I never closed anymore, yeah.
They didn't really like to stick around and talk. We would have like some conversation near like the exit doors sometimes. But like... Or
even in the back, we would have talks.
Yeah. Those prominent parking lot talks, they happened more so like, I want to say like 20... It wasn't towards the end of Toys R Us. No. I want to say like 2012 to 2016 something like for me.
Maybe.
There was a good time period where that would always be the spot. We'd leave, all of our coworkers would leave, and then like
be parked in the same
area.
Any
immediate people in our group would just hang out and just talk.
Or go to Taco Bell.
Oh man, like I said, man, Taco Bell legendary.
Yeah, that shit hit different back then, but yeah, no, I'm not eating that now.
I'll still eat some Taco Bell. Shout out Taco Bell.
Dude, yeah, I love Taco Bell. I would love to eat it. It's just, I hate being on this stupid, fuck this diet. Anyway, but yeah, that the podcast idea spawned from like talking with you and just I'm like, damn, dude, we could talk forever about nothing. Yeah. But the fact that it's so easy to just spark up anything.
Yeah, go back and forth.
Yeah, it's really easy. So yeah, that was where the podcast idea started, along with the gameplay. I still wanted to do at the time the gameplay with Ralph.
Which I will say this too, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, Ralph would have been a better option for the gameplay, bro. Shout out to Ralph. Only say that because Ralph, you discussed it in the last episode. Between the two of us, bro, your gaming knowledge compared to mine is on a whole nother planet.
Well, yeah, because I mean, as a kid,
yeah,
you know,
and I mean, I've always appreciated video games too, but
you weren't in the culture.
Yeah. So like, Ralph is in the culture.
We're nerds, dude.
Yeah, Ralph is fully on the video game section.
Yeah, it would.
Ralph,
if
you're listening to this, bro, come on whenever you feel like it.
Yeah,
bro.
but he has 2 kids.
Ralph, I know you got time, Ralph.
No, but...
Bro, I need to say this, too, since we're all talking about Ralph.
Yeah.
I need to shout out Ralph, because if it wasn't for him, I would have never gotten that job at Loomis. And
he hooked a lot of people up.
I looked at Loomis as a very fun, unique time in life.
Experience.
Bro.
Yeah.
A lot of good things happen from Loomis. I met some of my best friends from Loomis. You know, it was a great time. So I need to shout out Ralph because I wouldn't have ever had that job if it wasn't for him looking out.
Yeah, wreck it, Ralph.
Ralph, come on the pod, bro. Get on these gameplays, bro.
It would be fun because, dude, this is why I got so hyped by the idea initially. Because with me and Ralph, yeah, we do say some wild shit, but in terms of banter about video games, yeah, we could definitely go back and forth about that. But trust me, once you get used to it, because that first gameplay, plus you were really tired yesterday, doesn't really matter. Trust me, once you get it, motherfucker, this dude got so hyped when I mentioned one retro game that we're gonna do. We're gonna try to do it. I think it will work. We're gonna record my Nintendo 64 and WrestleMania 2000.
Any WWE fan, any wrestling fan knows it. That 2000 roster.
That was an era. Yeah,
I still love WWE to this day, but that 2000 roster.
Yeah.
Fire, bro.
It was,
There's certain games I'm really looking forward to playing, bro.
Yeah.
I told you, we talked about before, NBA 2K13. I am so hyped to play that game again.
I really wish I knew how many wins I had against you that I can say.
That's not important.
It is important. It's a lot to none. He's never beat me in that game, so that's his main.
We talked about that already.
We might have.
No, we did. They don't need to hear that.
Yeah,
again.
I don't think we did. Yeah,
they don't need to hear that again.
Anyway, so yeah, he's never beaten me in that game, and
we need to play some. What else? I want to play NBA Jam, bro.
I did want to buy that game, but
I have it for PS3.
I want to play the original though.
Oh,
the original
90s version?
Hell yeah, dude! A boom shakalaka. The Michael Jordan Scottie Pippen duo. Fuck yeah, dude.
That's a cheat code right there. I'm going Shaq and Penny.
Oh no, actually, I don't think they had the right to his name because you know how all those games had him as player 99 and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hated that.
I'm going Orlando Magic, Shaq and Penny.
No, I think they're in the original.
Yeah. I think the original came out in the 90s.
I know that. I remember the cheat me and my brother used to do. It was
Stockton Malone.
No, you can get Hillary and Bill Clinton.
What's crazy is that they always had some type of political affiliation because.
Well, it's just like an Easter egg.
In the PS3 version of the game, I went through that whole game. And
Did they have Bill and Hillary, or is it Obama and somebody?
No, it was Obama and Bush.
Michelle or something.
No, it was.
Obama Bush would be funny.
They were on different teams though.
Oh, okay. I thought they played.
The Beastie Boys were in that game.
Wow.
They were unlockable characters.
Well, I guess they added more. I don't know if they didn't have them in the original. Just in the original, I just strictly remember Bill and Hillary. It was just really funny, seeing Hillary doing flips and dunking.
Bro, sometimes them hidden characters in NBA 2K are amazing.
Dude, the hidden 2K.
Yeah. I know we were just talking about Jam, but just
hidden characters in 2K.
Bro, in NBA 2K13, there's a celebrity roster, and you can play it's Willie from Day 26 was on there.
I remember.
Meek Mill, Justin Bieber.
Yeah, I remember
Wale.
That I thought you were talking about you unlock characters.
No.
Yeah, no, that was just the team that you could just play as.
Yeah. The celebrity team. But I'm looking forward to playing those games. What else? And also, I was talking about this yesterday. Eventually, we hope to start having guests on both the podcast.
A lot of people are just
the gaming segment.
A lot of people are just being safe right now.
Yeah, for sure. But once this whole thing ends, man, all of my homies, all of Justin's homies, mutual homies, individual homies.
I don't have any friends.
Come on, you have an invite. Come on the pod. It'll be a fun time.
You sounded like you're about to go into the Dora the Explorer. The Dora the Explorer. Oh my god, I can't talk. Dora the Explorer theme song. Come on. I thought you were gonna say "Let's go."
Dora. Pass the vibes.
Please don't try to.
That's not a good remix.
But look at that, man.
Yeah, we're about to really start getting it in. Once we're getting it in now. Pause. But once we start having guests on the show, bro, it's gonna be a fun time.
Yeah, it'll be a blast. So this is one of the segments that I was gonna try to incorporate from here on out. I think we hit everything pretty much. Yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, the last thing would be the quick little one-off of a song that's.
We need to have a name for this at some point too, title the segment. We don't gotta do it now, but I'm just saying
maybe Vibe of the Week. That could work. So for now, the Vibe of the Week. That's what I'm gonna try to put as a little segment towards the end, where I know that I listen to so much music every single day. I always run into that one song. It could be 2, it could be 3 throughout the week, but I know I could always run into at least one where I'm like, damn, I haven't heard that in a really long time. And it'll just put me in a mood or in a mode where I can listen to that song like 20 more times that day and be like, damn. And then that's when I'll start like backlogging on whoever that artist is. So it could be a song, it could be an album. So this week for me, do you have one?
Yeah.
You said you have one, right?
Yeah.
All right. So it has to be really quick since it's the end. If you're reading this, It's Too Late, 2015 by Drake. I fell into that off of the Boy Wonder Hit Boy producer battle. And I was like, damn, let me listen to this really quick. And then all of those tracks came on, and I just forgot how playable that album is. Like, from start to finish, no skips, how fucking tough it is. And I was like, that shit, I played it every single day, like, throughout work. It would just give me, like, just like a fucking go right now. But that is my vibe of the week. It's the album. If you're reading this, It's Too Late by Drake.
So, for my vibe of the week, I actually have 2 joints. One of them...
You wouldn't make it long.
One of them is a song called I Don't Wanna by Aaliyah.
Oh, yeah, we just played that.
Yeah, we just played it. Yeah. It's on the next Friday. Whatever the sequel,
it was Friday. It was the first one.
The first one, right?
Friday,
no,
yeah.
The second one.
First one.
It wasn't the first one. It was the second one. The first one was like 95. That was like I think it was next Friday. The next Friday soundtrack is a song called I Don't Wanna by Aaliyah. I love Aaliyah, a huge fan. I recently rediscovered that song by listening to the Jonte Austin versus Neo battle. And I had heard it a few times, but I was reminded as to how dope that joint actually is. Great song. The other one, another throwback joint, Poppin' by Chris Brown. I also rediscovered that from the Jonte and Neo battle. That's a classic, bro. I don't think it was ever officially released as a single, but there's something about that beat that it just hits different. So, I Don't Wanna, Aaliyah, Poppin', Chris Brown, my vibes of the week.
All right, yeah, I just had to fact check that.
It is the next Friday soundtrack, right?
Yeah, you got lucky. Which is weird because next Friday...
That was 2000.
Never mind, yeah. I was thinking, I was like, did that come out like after she died? Because she died in 2001.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a second, I think it was Friday After Next that came like in like 2004.
That was 2003, I think.
3 or 4. That was with Cat Williams. Ooh, classic cast, dude. Terry Crews.
Y'all check out them vibes, man. Great songs right there.
Yeah. Well, great album.
Yeah.
Top 2 by Drake for me, my opinion. And then, in your soft, light skin mode over there.
Ultimate.
And actually, I can't even say that. I'm talking about listening to Drake. I can't even talk shit.
On, bro.
But all right. So yeah, we're gonna wrap it up.
What are we at right now? What's our time?
1:08, hour 8.
Okay.
So no, it worked out perfectly with the story, the lockdown. I think we pretty much hit everything. See, this is us being a little more structured, a little more professional.
It's always gonna be off the top. There isn't much preparation that goes into this podcast.
Yeah. But, a lot of pressure. Oh my God, I can't talk. Preparation from me.
But we'll try to hit on certain topics. If there is anything that you guys want to hear us, talk
hopefully,
about,
like when these get posted, you can
let us know.
You could throw hate, you could throw love, you could throw whatever.
If
throw
there's
comments.
a segment or an idea that you guys think we should be discussing or whatever,
that'd be dope.
Know.
I would love to do that.
And like I said, hopefully we'll start having some guests on at some point, and we're gonna keep on rocking, man. We're gonna keep on passing all these types of vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what we're about on the Pass the Vibes podcast. Coming to you live from the Pass the Vibes studios.
Can you stop?
So, this has been your boy, The Galaxy, here with my man J-Rod.
Yes, sir.
It has been another fun episode, another dope episode. We've enjoyed this time that we spent with all of you guys. Looking forward to seeing you guys. Well, not seeing you, but we're looking forward to being with you guys again soon.
You're a creep.
And, hope you guys stay safe out there.
Stay safe, stay healthy.
Yes, sir.
It's your man J-Rod, and we out.
Deuces.